have a look at how we select a blob with and without scrubbing in Melodyne using the JAWS scripts. If you want to know more about navigating, zooming, scrolling, etc., then please check out those videos first, as I won't be explaining it here. So there's two concepts to selecting a blob. One of them is to move to a position where there's some audio. As soon as you press the spacebar, if audio is playing, for example in the middle of a word, then that is a good position to select a blob. If nothing is playing, then of course that isn't a very good idea because there's no blobs to find in that location. It's not 100%, but it is very, very reliable, maybe over 90%, because when we're dealing with graphical things on the screen, you know, a couple of pixels can make all the difference. So let me demonstrate that. I'm going to just go to somewhere in the file and find somewhere where audio is playing immediately when I press the spacebar.
12, 16, 12, 8, 4, 8.
Let's try bar 8.
Transport cursor moved to current position.
Okay, so that's in the middle of something. I'm just going to go back one bar to see what the phrase was.
7. Transport cursor moved to current position.
Wanna be with me.
Okay, wanna be with me. So I'll go back to bar 8.
8. Transport cursor moved to current position.
And I'm going to select that blob with Alt and Enter.
Selecting a blob. Please wait ... Done. Selected a blob at this location and return the cursor back to the transport at your last position.
Okay, so if we audition it now,
Me.
and we've got it. If I right arrow now, left arrow to that phrase.
Don't wanna be, just don't wanna be with me.
Okay, so we got that blob. Let's go a bit further.
9, 10, 11. Transport.
Oh.
Transport
Okay.
cursor moved to current position.
That was in the middle. I'm going to select that, Alt and Enter.
Selecting a blob. Please wait ... 2 blobs found. Which blob do you want to select? Dialog. List 1. List view. Blob 1. 1 of 2.
Okay, sometimes you may get a dialogue saying 1 or 2 blobs because it's maybe an overlap on the screen. So it's kind of seeing the tail of one and the start of another. So I'm just going to select blob 1.
Enter. Untitled star. Done. Selected a blob at this location and return the cursor back to the transport at your last position.
So I'll audition it.
Don't know.
And we've selected it. If we play from that position,
Don't know.
let's have one more example of this. Just go somewhere else in the file.
Transport scroll 5. Showing bars 35 to 62. 36.
36.
Transport
Down.
Transport
Down.
Go back one to see what the phrase was.
35. Transport
I'm falling down.
Okay, so it's falling down.
36. Transport
Down.
So I think that's in the middle of down
Transport cursor moved to current position.
at bar 36. So I'm going to press Alt and Enter.
Selecting a blob. Please wait ... Done. Selected a blob at this location and return the cursor back to the transport at your last position.
Audition it.
Down. Down.
And we've got it. If we right arrow, we'll get the rest of the phrase.
Down.
Okay, so that is the basic way we select a blob. If we scrub to a blob, then we fine tune it, which is better if you're highlighting stuff that when you play it, it's not in the middle of some audio. So let's just go somewhere from where we are.
37, 38, 30, 40, 41. Transport.
Your dirty ways.
So dirty.
Transport
Your dirty ways.
Okay.
Transport cursor moved to current position.
So what we do, we move to the position just prior to it. We lock the left mouse button.
Locked.
And now we can use Alt left and right. So Alt right will move you by a larger amount. Alt left will move you back by a larger amount. And we can use the left and right arrow keys on their own as well, which will move you by a small amount. So I'm going to press Alt and right arrow to scrub to the word dirty.
You're dirty.
And I'm on it.
Unlocked.
Unlock the left mouse button and press Alt and Enter.
Selecting a blob. Please wait ... Done. Selected a blob at this location and return the cursor back to the transport at your last position.
Okay, audition it. So we've got, if we go back a bit. So yeah, it's chopped up quite a lot. But we got it. Okay, let's have another example of that. Go somewhere else.
Transport scroll 7. Showing bars 59 to 86, 60, 61, 65, 66. Transport. 60.
There must be.
Okay, excuse me.
Transport.
There must be.
There must be. Okay, I'm going to select must.
Transport cursor moved to current position.
So lock the left mouse button. I'm going to use Alt and right arrow or right arrow to move onto it.
There must.
Okay, I'm on it. Unlock.
Unlocked.
Press Alt and Enter.
Selecting a blob. Please wait ... Done. Selected a blob at this location and return the cursor back to the transport at your last position.
Audition it.
There must be some.
Okay, so we've got it. And we're in that location, so you can now edit the blobs, you know, to your liking. So that's how we use scrubbing. So we can move to one. If it's playing, we can select it. If we want to scrub and be a bit more precise in what we're doing, we can scrub to it, and then you would press Alt and Enter to select the blob. Now, there may be occasions where it fails. This is because of a number of reasons. We're dealing with things on the screen that can be all different shapes, and basically a couple of pixels can make all the difference. But on the most part, you're going to get a good 95% success rate using both of these methods. Okay, there may be the odd occasion that it won't work, but that could be to do with the zoom ratio you've got, so playing with that can also make a big difference. The last thing I want to make you aware of is, say if you select a blob, it makes it active with the left and right arrow keys. So let's see what we're showing here.
Showing bars 59 to 86.
So we're showing 59 to 86, and we've got that blob that we just selected, must. Okay. If I then go back to the beginning of the file, okay.
Transport scroll 1. Showing bars -4 to 24. Bar : -4.
So we've gone to the beginning of the file now, and if we use the left and right arrow keys, we've still got that phrase that we selected at bar 50 something. So must be something. Okay, and as I've used the arrow keys now to move through them, if we check the timeline,
showing bars 54 to 80.
It has moved the timeline to that position, even though we moved back to the beginning of the file. So be aware that what you've got on the left and right arrow keys is totally independent of the timeline. So I'll go back to the beginning of the file.
1. Showing bars -4 to 24. Bar : -4.
And we'll finish off by selecting 1
0.
here.
1. Transport cursor moves to current locked. Unlocked. Selecting a blob. Please wait ... Done. Selected a blob.
So now we've got the first few things selected, which is lately. Okay, and the timeline will stay the same. But if we went back to another section,
Transport scroll 7. Showing bars 59 to 86. Bar : 59.
Okay, we've still got those beginning blobs selected. Just be aware of that.